Right, let's talk about this HMRC bill then, which it still remains unpaid. The Star has done an article about it. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people's faces. And subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know when videos go live. So there have been a lot of people asking about the embargo and where we are at since we got placed on this embargo on October the 31st. And people rightly are concerned that the statement that came out by Sheffield Wednesday Football Club when it first happened was, we are going to get this paid immediately. Well, guess what? It's not been done yet, and there is a deadline. There is a deadline we have to pay for to satisfy HMRC. Now, here's the thing. If this deadline isn't paid, we can get worse sanctions than what we've got now. And I reckon if we got worse sanctions than what we got right now, you probably have the situation where you could, I could probably say you'd see Danny Ward or say, I've got to think about this. Now, it's 2 weeks since it's happened. And apparently it was going to get to the point where it was, hey, it needs paying immediately. Now, we need to pay this within 30 days of the breach. Now, we are still in this embargo, and it got described as a temporary issue with the payment being owed by Chancery. The bill was expected to be paid immediately. Now, immediately for me is straight away. It is now November the 13th, right? And the data understand from an outside source that players and staff were paid on time for October. When they remain under the embargo, sources suggest the ongoing confident that the payment will be made ahead of the 30-day ruling, thus avoiding any further sanction. Now, here's the thing, right? That's all well and good that they reckon it's going to get paid, but words and talk are cheap when it comes to this. You need to see it, and it shouldn't have been a thing in the first place, in one sense for me. But this does have a big problem because in the short term, it's not a big issue. We're not in a transfer window at the minute, so it doesn't matter in that sense. That's how a lot of people have seen it. But in the long term, though, if we do not get it paid in that 30-day, then there's other things. Now, there's threat of reputational damage because we've missed the payment for the second time in 2 years. That's not good. But if it gets to the 30-day rule, right? Should a club fail to pay their debt by then, they will be in breach of the EFL 30-day rule brought in the summer of 2023, which would mean they will be set for a free window registration ban, effectively a transfer embargo. The club would have a right to appeal it, right? Guidance from the EFL at the time of the rule amendment reads that the non-payment of HMRC debt has been added as a trigger of Regulation 52.6. So clubs who accumulate 30 days of late payment in a 12-month period will be unable to sign a player for a fee or any conditionation for their free full transfer windows. The amendment of Rule Day 30 also provides clubs to self-report late payments of any debt covering Regulation 52.6, plus the right to appeal for clubs triggering the 30-day rule. So if you're thinking of that, if this did happen, that would mean you would have a January window you would miss, a summer transfer window you would miss, and you would then miss the following January window as well. So you would basically miss the opportunity to be able to do a rebuild if you needed to, or sort that out. So the club have missed 2 days to report a payment to the EFL, meaning it's assumed that it had taken 13 to 15 days of the 30-day grace, given the embargo reported on the EFL website on the 31st. On that basis, it means the club has until between November 28th and November 30th to satisfy payment before breaching that 30-day rule, and then having a free window embargo. So we basically got till the end of the month to get it paid. Now, I don't think it's any surprise that the season tickets have popped up, but we need to make sure this doesn't happen. and make sure that it's all paid and done. Now, here's the thing. I'm not happy about having it happen again. A lot of people have gone, it'll get paid. It got paid last time. That's not the point for me, kind of thing. And the thing that gets me, if you remember what the statement said, Sheffield Wednesday can confirm that we are in an embargo, seeking to have the earliest possible opportunity. This is a temporary issue, consisting yet to unpaid sum to the owner, owed to the chairman, which is in turn impact on club's immediate cash flow. We expect the situation to be finalised immediately, at which point the embargo will be lifted. Now, the word in there, right? The two things in that I got, we are seeking to resolve it at the earliest possible opportunity, but then you also put immediately. So it's really bad that the two contradictory things there. It's you're either getting it sorted as soon as you can, or you're getting it sort of when it's available to. And this is the issue for me. Like, it really is a big issue that we're still not paid him. And it's still not paid up. If he hasn't got the money, then he can't pay it. I get that. But this needs to get sorted. It needs to get sorted. We need to stop playing this silly game of, oh, can we, can't we, can we, can't we? We got, if you look at it, if it's November 28th to 30th, we got 1, 2, 3, maybe take out. You got 2 to 3 weeks to pay this. That's it. We got 1 week off here where we got no football. We got a game versus Cardiff, and by that 23rd, we'll have days yet to pay it. Days. And days where we could potentially be in a free transfer ban embargo. Which will mean Danny won't have a leg to stand on what he wants to try and do. And it will knacker it. Because he got free transfer window kind of all he planned. He got January transfer window planned and ready to go. And the more something like this happens, the more it's got to roll into question to him. Is this going to happen again next year? Am I going to have to be like, oh, am I not getting this person? Am I not be able to do this? What is the budget? What is going on? It must be really frustrating with somebody who you can tell want to plan something, and then yet his plans are getting completely gutted by something that is a simple pay, not a simple payment, but it's a simple thing as owning a business. You pay this so it doesn't happen. Unlike most businesses, you don't get a situation where it impacts you a lot in terms of football, like a transfer window. But at the same time, it's got to be annoying. We haven't got long. We have not got long before this needs to be fully done, and we're in big trouble then. And that's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days. 16 days to get it paid. So, clock ticking. We could do with a statement by the end of the week saying, hey, this has been paid. We're all sorted. We're off the embargo. I don't see it happening though. I am worried we get put in a free transfer window embargo. And then if that does happen, how much trust does that have with Danny and the chairman? Because that will not help the trust issue if that's the case and he's been told it's going to get sorted. So let's see what happens. But at the end of the day, the clock's ticking. 30-day rule is coming, and it's not very long.